Regular season, Chris, talk about what you expect to see this year in the league overall, the feel you think you're going to get.
Well, I think there's going to be two sides. It's a copycat league, so you're going to see some teams that are going to try to speed up the play. You're going to see some teams that try to increase three-pointers and decrease their mid-range jumpers. And then reality will set in, and then they'll have to kind of get back to playing regular basketball. And for some teams, it's just straight development. How can you develop your young players and get them along with maybe some veterans who are going to be transitioned out in the middle of the year? So right now for coaches, GMs, presidents, there's a lot of optimism, but there's also a lot of prodding and self-examination to see where they will be a year from now as opposed to putting all their eggs in this season.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. You've got Gordon, Russell Westbrook out there with Harden, then it's Clint Capella, and it's Tucker in at the power forward.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Harden outside. Pass to Tucker. Jacks up a three. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Well, see, Webb, there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
Well, it starts with the Embiid. You know, he's talking junk out there. And think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays with. This group genuinely get along, and they play for each other. The trials they went through to get here as a core, they should have all the confidence in the world.
Westbrook finds Harden. The shot will not fall, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Passes it to Simmons. Over Westbrook. No good from Simmons. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Harden's got 5 now.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Simmons slams it in.
And this is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
Harden against Richardson. Harden outside. Simmons against Westbrook. Here's Capella. Good D by Embiid.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
When we get a look at what Harris is capable of, when he gets aggressive and attacks the rim, incredible.
Harden kicks to Gordon. Inside. Westbrook against Simmons. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Embiid dishes to Harris. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Burke. He's guarded by Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simmons. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got T. Korkmaz is out there with Ennis. Then there's Trey Burke, and it's O'Quinn in at the 5, roaming the paint.
But you got to give the Rockets credit. I mean, other teams may have looked at the Warriors and threw up their hands, but not the Rockets. Houston tried to put pieces around Harden to contend for a title.
Rivers kicks to Green from deep three-point range. Houston working now with the new shot clock. It doesn't go for him. The 76ers trail by 4. A minute 50 left to play here in the second quarter. Burke looking over the floor, over Rivers, and that one's good. Burke's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the 76ers. And we've seen Harden recruiting players to Houston, Chris, helped attract another star and all those complementary players.
I mean, he gives assists to the organization. He's a star and a pitchman. I mean, that's what you have to do at this point. Team up and load up if you want to win it all.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. Here is House. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And looking deeper at some postseason numbers, here's a look at the distribution of three-point and two-point shot attempts for the 76ers. Rivers in the corner. Takes a 3. Good on the triple.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out on him.
The 76ers trail by 3. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. O'Quinn, the pass to Korkmaz. Back to O'Quinn, and here is Burke. Over Rivers. And Davis pulls it down.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now the pass to Rivers. Got it. Good job in the low post. Rivers has got 5 points in the quarter. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets ahead. They're up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. Taking a look at the Rockets, Kenny, what do you think?
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And that's all.
A statue of William Penn at the top of City Hall, welcoming you back to the historic city of Philadelphia. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And when everyone's keying on you, you have a choice. Become passive or just work that much harder. He consistently chooses the latter.
Well, that's the mentality of a true competitor. Some guys shrink in the face of a challenge. For him, it's what he plays for.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Clint Capella is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Harden. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Oh, man, and defenders have to be more cautious when guarding Harris. He is constantly looking to draw contact on his shots.
When it comes to video review, C-Web, do you feel the NBA has done a good job of incorporating it into the flow of the game, or is there, in your opinion, still some work to be done in this regard?
There's a little work to be done. I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but I think they've done a great job. I mean, you want to get it right, and so there's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience sometimes in going back to it. The main thing for me is to make sure that it is as fast as possible, that you're not giving the team extra time to get together and to huddle up and to call plays. You're not taking the rhythm away from a team that just went on a 10-0 run, and now they have to sit on the side for 2 minutes in real time and see if this call is correct. So the speed that is done with the video review is the only thing I think that needs to be worked on, and that's going to be situation to situation. So I think the NBA is doing a really good job.
Good points. The 76ers trail by 3. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Simmons. Coming off a terrific season, averaged about 15 points a game, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
And he knocks down the first one.
Oh, wow. And Harris is a guy that really offers a ton of versatility. He can play both forward spots and is an efficient scorer from just about anywhere.
And Harris drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Harden. From deep. Simmons pulls it in.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, way beyond the arc on that play. It's the kind of shot he can make, but not necessarily the one you want. I'm sure he loves that matchup. It gives him a big size advantage down low.
Pass to Harden. Here's the 3. The Rockets with another miss.
0 for 3 now since halftime. Taking them a little while to find their rhythm. And if James Harden has one signature move, it's got to be his step-back jumper. Something he's worked on for years. And like the sky hook or Nowitzki's fadeaway, it's becoming one of those iconic, unstoppable shots.
They get a hand on it and stolen by Horford. Simmons against Westbrook. Harris kicks to Simmons. For the 3. Harris misses. Rockets trail by 3. Outside Westbrook. Over Richardson. They get it back. And it's Capella missing. And the 76ers with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Harris. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over the stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Green, he's checked in for Gordon. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Second is Clint Capella. Fourth, Joel Embiid.
And when either of those guys are on the floor, that low post defense is immediately something their teammates don't have to worry about. That's a very comforting feeling.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And it's 8 points for James Harden.
And that gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon. Simmons
on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Outside for Simmons. Over Westbrook, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
They lost their edge on D here in the second half. I mean, far too passive. They're not dictating the pace anymore.
He kicks it to Harden. Puts up a 3. Can't connect. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 76ers on top, ending the third quarter on a 12-3 run. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Korkmaz is out there with Burke, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. On the wing, Green. For the 3, sinks the triple. Green's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Rockets.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. For 3, Harris. It's rebounded by Houston. Green taking his time here. Passes it to Harden. To take the lead. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Ben Simmons.
Love how Harden attacks the basket when he's close by. Just relentless in finding ways to get himself to the line.
That one drops. He ties it up. Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. High post, Embiid. Capella's there. Embiid finds Harris. Here's Simmons. Chandler with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Gordon, the pass to Chandler. Here's Westbrook. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Simmons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Oh, look, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. Al Horford's checked in for Philadelphia. Josh Richardson comes in for Korkmaz. And a switch here also for Houston. Tucker's checked in. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Westbrook against Simmons. Capella controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Showing why he wants to take on more responsibility, Kev. I mean, Capella's competitiveness in these big moments, admirable.
Yes!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 1. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tobias Harris.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. We'll see what they can do, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 1. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the pass to Embiid. That's tipped. Westbrook with the steal. To the inside. Money!
The main strength of Capella's offensive game, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Timeout called the 76ers. They're down by 3. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. Embiid inside. Capella covering. Low block shot on the way. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Look, he's always a league leader in free throw attempts. Harden, he's so shifty, so strong, and he can beat you from any spot on the floor.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Comes through big. Now they can put everything they have into guarding against the 3.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. Harris passes to Horford for 3. Off target from downtown. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the